everybody, it's Tuesday, so it's time to play some word games with me. And yes, if you have noticed, I do have purple hair. I decided this weekend, while burgundy was fun, it was cool. I am a bright person. I have a bright, sunny kind of personality, so I kind of wanted my hair to match it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. Second thing is I got my baby. I got my boo-boo. Last time I tried it with my other rabbit, Snowy, and she wasn't really into it as much as Pepper is. So I got my little baby back. So you guys can just hang out with us, okay? And out of curiosity, have any of you had rabbits as pets? I want to know that. Yeah, there he is, his little dwarf face. Isn't it so beautiful? He's so handsome. Okay. Rabbits are so special, and I just love them so much. It's why I have 3 of them, okay? Yeah, it's fun. I love it. Actually, you know what? To be honest, 3 isn't enough. Ideally, I would have 4. It's a lot of work right now. So, 3 it shall be. Plus, when you have another rabbit, you have to make sure that they get along with the existing one. So it could be kind of like a whole hassle. But anyways, I have some word games for you guys. You could play with me. I think I'm going to do 2, but we'll see how far I get. Because the second one is a little hard, which is why I will try to do my best and give you guys clues and things like that. It's a 2 for 1. So I'll explain it in a little bit. The first thing we're going to do, I know, Pepper, you look so happy. The first thing we're going to do is from one word to the next. So what we're going to do is rewrite the word from the line above, changing only the letter in the circle. Each word you write, or each word that I write, and you guys will come up with it, will either be the opposite or distinctly different from the word written to the right. Okay, I got this. Okay, so for example, we have easy does it, and then we have this, and we got to fill in this, blank and west. So let's look at the United States, right? Our answer is 4 letters. We have what? We have the West Coast, which is California, and we have the what coast, which is our side, the Atlantic side. It starts with the E. Kind of similar, except we're going to change 1 letter. If we take the Y and make it a T, we got what? Yes, we have the word east, right? So east is the opposite of west. And speaking of east, Easter is coming up, and you know what? I don't hate this weather. It's actually quite nice. Okay. Second example, first and blank, also 4 letters. It's the opposite of first. So if you do really well in the race, let's say we're running, maybe it's a marathon, maybe it's a 5K, maybe it's just a jog around the block, and you're running with other people. You come in first because you're really, really, really good. What happens if you don't do well? You might come in what? What's the opposite of first? It starts with the L. Oh, buddy, I love you. Thank you so much for chilling out with me. He's still shedding. These rabbits, you know what? This shed this year is really long. Normally, they'll just shed for like a week or 2, maybe a couple of weeks, and then it's done and over with. This time around, my rabbits are still shedding, and they've been shedding for like 2 months. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe it's like the light changed, the sun changed. I don't know. All right. Okay, again, another 4-letter word, blank and found. All right. Uh-oh. You had a sock, and your sock disappeared, and somebody found it. Where would they bring it to? The blank and found. So to the L. There's also a TV show with Hurley, I believe. A bunch of people were shipwrecked on an island. Or if you can't find the directions, you're driving a car, you're not really sure where you are, you might be what? Start with the L again. If we change the letter in last, we get this word. So change the A to a O, and we get what? Yeah. You might be lost if you can't find your way. Although it's, you know what, it's very difficult to get lost these days, right? Especially with GPS and phones and stuff. Right, buddy? He's like, I don't know. I'm just sitting happy here. You are. Okay. So we have east, last, lost. Oh, okay. Last and blank. Another 4-letter word. It starts with an M. If you have everything you could possibly want, you have the what? Kind of rhymes with host, but it starts with the M. It starts with an M. You having a good time? Were you like that, buddy? Yeah. Least and most. If we all could be so lucky and have the most of everything, right? I don't know. Money doesn't buy happiness, though. So, you know. You make your own happiness, guys. Just remember that. You determine how your life goes, how your day goes. Never, ever give anybody the power to ruin your day with something they said or something they do. If somebody does something that you don't agree with and you don't like, you know what? Just live your life, all right? And just move on and don't dwell on it. Some things you should dwell on, but, you know, don't give people that power to ruin or determine your day. All right. This is another these are all 4-letter words. This is a part of the ship, the tall thing with the sails. So if we take the word most, M-O-S-T, and we change that O to an A, we get this part of the ship. Rhymes with last. The tall wooden part of the ship that holds the sails. I think the sails is what helps the ship go, but I'm really not an expert. I've really never, I mean, I've only been on cruise ships, never like a little sailboat. I don't know, have you guys ever been on a sailboat? You guys like the sea? Curious. Some people get nervous in the boat. I remember like going on the lake and I don't know, like whoever I was with, probably my family, they would complain that it was too rocky and too motiony for them. But it was a little tiny water. Like, it wasn't the ocean. It was a little lake. I don't know. But anyways, okay. Blank of the play. So these are the people that make up the play itself. The actors, the musicians, the stagehands. Also, it's something that you might need if you break your leg or an arm. So think of that plaster that you have to have on your arm to let your bones heal and fuse back together. What do? A doctor might have to put a what on it? Yeah, if you break your arm, you break your leg, you might have to have a cast. There's 2 types. I think there's a hard cast, which is the plaster one, and people would sign it. And then there's like a soft cast, but I don't really have any experience with that. I just know the hard cast part. Okay. A blank of bad judgment. Oh no. Again, another 4-letter word. If you have to go to court with somebody, let's say you and a friend have a dispute, you guys bring it to a judge, the judge has to listen to your what and decide on your what. If you take the word cast and you take that T and change it to an E, we have this, our answer, a blank of bad judgment. Or somebody tells on you, and you might say, no, that is not the blank. That is not the case, right? Something's not true. That's not the case. That didn't happen. Okay. Let's see. They blank to play. It's the past tense of come. So you invite your friend over, you guys are hanging out, and then they leave. You might say, oh yeah, my friend blank over. So our answer is, yeah, they came to play. So we started with easy and east, and by the end of this, it's almost like the word ladder. We're going to end with the word damp. So we got 4 more go. Ooh. Blank and fortune. Okay. An actor, celebrity. They might have this. People know who they are because they have blank. It's also a movie, and I think it used to be a TV show about an arts school, and it had this in the title. Avita also, there's a whole line about it too. She sang about it. Blank and fortune. So it sounds like the word flame, but we take the L out, and then we get this. Blank and fortune. So Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, they had what? Everybody knows who they are because they had fame. They probably did have fortune, right? I imagine they were paid very well. Ooh. Okay. Blank as a kitten. Somebody who's very laid back, not very wild. It's the opposite of wild. It starts with a T, and it rhymes with fame. Blank as a kitten. This is what he is. Look at Pepper. He's just so relaxed. I think we almost match. He is the blue silver Martin. Yeah. And then I got some purple gray in me. We're matching, Pepper. We're matching. He's just having a good old time on my lap. I would like to think that animals know that we love them and that we care about them, right, buddy? And he's so soft. He doesn't look like it, but he is very, very soft. Probably the softest bunny. The other two, one is soft and furry, and then the other one is so furry. Her butt, the fur around her butt, like in the back, is just like this thick. So it's kind of like rough and coarse right now. Okay. Blank duck. Something that's not really cool. You don't like it. You might say, hey, that's really blank. Again, it rhymes with tame, but we're going to change the first letter. So, not a sitting duck, a what duck? It starts with an L. It rhymes with tame. So, change the T to an L and you get this. I don't know if people say this anymore. Guys, do people still say lame, like things are lame? I don't really hear that anymore. Okay. But yes, a lame duck. Okay, our last word. A blank post. This is something that you might have to turn on in your house, or it gets turned on outside when it's really dark and you need to see. It's a type of light, but it's 4 letters. It does start with the L as well. There was a famous movie. What is it? A Christmas Story. In the Christmas Story, the mom, I think it's the mom, loves this this thing, and it's like shaped like a leg, and it has a thing around it and a bulb, and she turns it on. What am I talking about? What's that object? Yeah, I'm talking about a lamp. Oh yeah, you could also wear one around your head, right? So we have east and west, first and last, lost and found, least and most, the mast of a ship, a cast of the play, a case of bad judgment, they came to play, fame and fortune, tame as a kitten, a lame duck, a lamp post, and wet and damp. Okay, good job, guys. I'm sure you all are rock stars. I know you are. I know you guys are. Are you kidding me? This is why we do this, to help make you into rock stars. Everybody's a rock star. It's about unleashing it. Okay, so this is a twofold game. Hey, Pepper, what's up? Sorry, I just had to find my pen. The first part of this game is we're going to unscramble the words. The second part of it is that some of these words are opposite of other words that are in this game. So first, we'll just work on unscrambling it, okay? We'll take it one step at a time. I won't make it too easy, and I won't make it too difficult. So we have the letters. Hold on, Pepper. I gotta move. Sorry, I gotta get close. I'm sorry. I'm gonna show you guys the paper I'm talking about. You all right, buddy? Hold on. Let me get this. Okay, we have the letters T, R, A, S, T, H, I, and G. So this is like the opposite of a windy or curvy road. Think of like a track that we're building for a car. You have some curved pieces, and you might have some others. Or as they say, blank as an arrow. So the opposite of crooked. Blank as an arrow. Starts with a S and a T. Or sit what? Don't hunch. We got to sit up blank. You know what? I like this gel pen. I love the way it writes. I'm going to have to get more of these. These are for my son. I stole it because his pens are nicer than mine. And they work. They actually work. Here, I'm going to face you. Sorry. Okay, boo. Okay. So this might be a little hard, but I'm going to try my best. You're all right. Hey. He's fine. He just, there you go. Now you're sitting good. Okay. We have the letters, I should say. R, A, C, E, C, and S. And this is the opposite of too much of something. If we don't have enough, you might say it's very blank. It's hard to get, hard to find. Kinda, it's like the word scare, but there's an extra, what is it? I think a C, an extra C. So make yourself blank. So if you want a kid, you don't want them to talk too much, you don't want them to be heard, you just want them to kind of just chill out with you. You might say make yourself blank. It kind of also rhymes with the word grass. But it's onto the SC. And hey, look, if you don't get it, that is okay. Some of these words are harder than others. That's why I'm here trying to help you guys figure out what it is. So I'm just happy you guys are here and you're trying, and it's awesome. But yes, the word I am thinking of is scarce. Okay, this word is, let's see. You have to go on a trip. You gotta take a bus or a train to get there. Or hey, you can even fly. If you're at the, let's say the railroad, let's say Penn Station, you have to look at the timetables to see when your train is gonna arrive and take off. What do we call it when the train leaves the station or the bus leaves the terminal or your plane is about to take off? So this is the D-E, D blank. Yeah, we call that depart. So when you're at the railroad station, you have to look to see when the trains are coming and going, which is departing and arriving, right? Those are the opposites of each other. So you know what track to go on, you know what train to take, or bus, or plane, or whatever. So you have to pay attention to those timetables. Okay. Oh, we were talking about this. Okay. M, U, A, F, S, and O. You were talking about these celebrities. So people know their name because they're what? So to the F. We just talked about this. Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Nat King Cole, who else? Clark Gable. They're very blank people. There's also a movie called Almost Blank. But yes, you might say they are very, very famous people. Okay, now we have the letters N, A, C, V, A, and T. This is where maybe you're taking a trip and you need a place to stay at night, but you didn't book a hotel or a motel in advance. You might see a sign that says rooms available blank. It starts with a VA. So if there are rooms to rent, right, you might say it's vacant. And I like these because these are like vocabulary building. These are words you probably don't hear that often, like vacant or scarce. That's why I'm trying to, do these with you so we can talk about this stuff, the opposites and what it means and things like that, so that we have it and we store it. Our brain is like a giant computer when you think about it, and it could store things that we might not even remember. Then all of a sudden, boom, our brain pulls it out and we remember something from 10 or 15 years ago, and you didn't think you would. So you never know. You never know. That's why it's good to be positive and don't ever say you cannot do something, okay? There's no such thing. Just be the best version of you and work those brains and you will see progress. All right, let's see. So this one is the opposite of straight. That's a good one. So our letters are D, O, C, R, E, K, and O. So what are we talking about? If you're building a track, let's say a toy track, a train track, you might have some straight pieces, you might have some curved pieces. You might say it's something that's not straight, might be what? It starts with C-R. Yeah, it might be a little crooked. That's probably not good, right? I don't think you want a crooked track, do you? Probably wouldn't go over very well. Right, buddy? Okay. That's a hard one. I'm going to skip that one. Okay. We talked about this before as well. V, I, R, R, E, and A. So if we're in a plane or a bus, it takes off, it departs. What does it do? It has to go somewhere else. So what's the opposite of depart? We said it before, so to the A. I have blank. Or I'm going to blank at the airport at 10 p.m. Please pick me up. Or I'm going to blank at the party by 9. I'll see you then. We are saying we are going to arrive. And the answer to this, by the way, just in case you want to know, is opaque. And opaque is like the opposite of see-through. So you'll see it on women's tights frequently, opaque tights. It means you won't be able to see your legs through it. No skin will show. It's a solid color tights. But you know what? Since we are doing opposites, I'll just fill that in. It's just a very hard word. I didn't know if you guys would get it. All right. Ooh. This is it's a synonym. The letters are O, X, T, M, C, L, E. So something that is very hard, takes a lot of concentration, not simple. It's what? What's the opposite? So to the C-O. I know you guys got this. Come on. Or you might live in what? A bunch of buildings in an apartment. You might call that an apartment blank. Yeah. You might say you live in an apartment complex, or something that's very difficult is complex, right? Requires a lot of concentration, requires thinking, like maybe math or science. Something like that needs all your concentration. Okay. All right. We're almost done. You guys are doing great. And thank you guys so much for tuning in as well. I always really, really, really appreciate that. Even if you don't do it live and you have to do it later, that's perfectly fine. I love doing this stuff. Very fun. It gets me to think too, because I don't know the answers right away. Sometimes I do this with you guys and I don't look at the answers. I try to see if I can get it. So this is the letter N, A, B, U, T, N, D, and A. So this is if you have too much of something. You have an overage. It's the opposite of scarce. We said scarce means it's not readily available. It's not high in demand, something you might not see very often. But if we have too much of something, you might say we have this. So to the A, B. Those are the first two letters. And you might have an abundance of something. Okay. M, I, L, P, E, and S. It's the opposite of complex. Something that's really easy to get, easy to do. You might say it's very blank. So to the S. Yes. Oh, and you know what? I also want to say the weather is very, very, very... I meant to say this in the beginning. Guys, the weather is so lovely today. I think we're finally going to see spring, which is great. Because after all that snow, I just want winter to be gone. And that's it. I'm done. And you know what? I went to the store the other day. And guess what was open, guys? Ralph's. You know, the famous ices and ice creams and stuff. I didn't even know they were open this early. I thought they would open like a little bit later. But there are people buying ice cream and stuff. So that's interesting. And then I think the one by me is also selling pizza. So I don't know if that's like something all Ralph's ice creams are going to do. But I'm really interested in that. And I'm going to go one of these days and get some and taste it and see if it's any good. Okay. No, I'm going to skip that one. Okay, that was... Okay. I think I'll do like one more, and then whatever we don't finish, we'll do it next time. C, O... Oh, no. No, that's right, yeah. C, O, Q, I, B... U, C, and E. This is the opposite of vacant. So maybe you've been in the bathroom and somebody knocks on your door. It's locked and somebody else needs to use the bathroom. They knock. You might say, hey, there's somebody in here. It's what? So to the O and the C. You don't want to come in, you know, somebody coming in and walking in on you, right? So you got to say, hey, it's blank. Yeah, might be occupied, which is another word for taken, or it's already in use, that kind of thing. So we did these, so we only got 3 more to go. I'll save that for next time, and I'll come with I have other stuff too, like finish the phrase and finish the proverbs. I think that'll be fun to do as well. So we'll finish these last 3 words next week, okay? Guys, I hope I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and a wonderful rest of your week. And hold on, I'm going to show you how comfortable. Look at him. Oh, look at him. Look how happy he is. Being in my lap makes him happy. You guys make me happy, which makes him happy. Aw, he's such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Yeah. So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really, really... Hold on, let me put my phone back. I really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. So, just thank you so much. And I'm here every Tuesday at 2 o'clock to 2:30. I am live. But in case you can't make it, that's okay. You can always rewatch the videos and just chill out and hang out with me and my bunny and our word games, okay? Thank you so much. Have a good one.